The Stones released one of their most critically reviled albums in March of 1986, Dirty Work. It was an album that reflected two things very clearly: the 1980s and the behind-the-scenes turmoil facing the band at the time. Recording began almost a year earlier under a new contract with CBS Records. The major strife at the time was a rift forming between Mick Jagger and Keith Richards. While Keith was fully committed to the Rolling Stones, Mick was pursuing other interests, including a solo record that was released during the production of this particular album, which brought production to a standstill. This conflict would be exacerbated by, of all things, Live Aid. Keith, Mick, and Ronnie Wood would all perform at the event, but not together. Keith and Ronnie supported Bob Dylan, while Mick did a solo set. If rumors weren't already swirling about a possible breakup, they were now. Additionally, drummer Charlie Watts was struggling with a heroin addiction that would later cancel any notion of a tour to support the record. While he would work on the album, Ian Stewart, legendary piano player, would pass away from a heart attack at age 47. His death cast a dark cloud over the remaining sessions of the album and the music industry as a whole. The album would be dedicated to his memory and include a track, Key to Highway, in his honor. While many of the tracks are contributed to Keith and Mick, in reality, Jagger was very absent during the writing process. The album is essentially written by Keith Richards and Ronnie Wood. Mick's vocals would be recorded much later at sessions without the rest of the group. Additionally, guest musicians Bobby Womack, Tom Waits, and Jimmy Page would contribute to the record. Most notably, Page would contribute to One Hit to the Body. A music video for this subtly hinted at the feud between Mick and Keith, having them exchanging blows intercut with boxing stock footage. The main single off the record was their cover of Harlem Shuffle, originally by Bob and Earl. This wouldn't be the only cover, as the record also featured Too Rude, a cover of Winsome by Half Pint. For the video of Harlem Shuffle, they enlisted animator Ralph Bakshi as director. Bakshi is a legend in the field of animation, and is known for his adult animated films, Fritz the Cat, Wizards, and American Pop, among countless others. As such, the video was partially animated with direction by future Ren and Stimpy creator John Kay. It's an interesting video, not just because of its concept, but also because the audio effects appear to be temporary, but are somehow included in the finished version. It's odd, and I'm not sure if it's just the version that got uploaded to YouTube by mistake or what exactly happened. The song left many critics cold, with them saying that the Stones had fallen prey to trying too hard to conform to the style of the 1980s, something that would be reflected on the album cover. The cover has often been featured on the lists of the worst album covers of all time, as it features the group in garish colors and clothes that immediately date the product of the 1980s, and not in a good way. They look like extras from Miami Vice. Despite the reviews, and the cover, the album sold well, and the singles did chart. A tour would not be in the cards, however, due to Watts' addiction issues and the growing animosity between Keith and Mick. The group wouldn't tour again until Steel Wheels in 1989. Reflecting on this, the band members felt that in the end this was for the best, and that a tour most likely would have resulted in the band ending completely. I first discovered this album through the Harlem Shuffle music video. In listening to it, I do like it overall, but I do hear its flaws. It's a passable record, and I feel the Stones did better with this than many other bands did at the time trying to conform to the style. There are some solid tracks here, and if you need any motivation to add it to your personal collection, it's definitely One Hit to the Body and Harlem Shuffle. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to help support this channel, subscribe, like, comment, check out my old videos, and I will see you guys next time.